Okay, so I'm back again, and I've been wearing this makeup for when did I do this? At noon, and it's 7 now, with one touch-up, an hour in. So around 1 o'clock I did a touch-up. 6 hours ain't bad. I mean, there's no fallout, but there is like some creasing of the glitter, which, I mean, I feel like that's typical. And yeah, so we got back, had dinner, and now I'm gonna do the rest of my face. So what I was thinking about doing was a like candy cane theme, gingerbread theme. I think it went that way when I did last year. I want to do the correct sides of my face. So let me refresh myself by scanning through my own Instagram, and I will paste a picture, a still or something here, so that you can see what I'm going for. Be right back. Okay, I've reminded myself what I did last year, and okay, so I think I was correct. This is candy cane, and this is Gingerbread House. Now, I know I used some other kind of white primer last year, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna continue using this NYX, does it say what it is? White Pearl. Eyeshadow base. White Pearl, meaning it has a little pearlescent to it. I think I'm gonna use that for the candy cane side. And then for this side, I'm gonna use the matte Snazaroo white that I have. It looks kind of messy right now. I'll wipe away all the rest of the color so it actually gets clean before I put it on my face. But this is just goop. It is not water activated or anything like that. So let me just use the back of a brush to get some out so I don't get any under my fingernail, because I hate that. Ugh, that's the worst. And I'm just gonna kind of glop it on my face all around here. Last year I covered my eyebrows. This year I think I'm just gonna do like half of my face, like a C. And I want to tap out the edges. So that no one spot kind of looks more ridiculous than the other. Nice, okay. Also, because this is not water activated, this kind of just stays sort of tacky. I'm like wiping it off my fingers right now. So it sort of stays like this. There's no real drying it, but I'm also gonna put down a base on this side with the Snazaroo palette and a sponge. I swear it's just stained. It's not dirty. So I'm gonna take a little water on the sponge and mix it around in my Snazaroo. Not a lot of water. You don't want to overdo the work here, or else it'll just not be as opaque. It'll be more translucent. I think this one, this side, I might want to go more down my cheek than on the side. A little bit more water. Because this was drying up on me. Since I came down here on the cheek a lot more, I think I'm gonna go over this a little bit. And add some more, where did I put this so it won't get messy? On the forehead for the candy cane. I think that would like kind of even out the look here. And kind of the duality of like the shimmery part and the matte part. Very cool. At least for now, because you know what, I think I'm gonna set this with a setting powder. I'm just gonna give it like a few minutes to sit on my skin before I do that. And I'm gonna wash my hands. All right. So it's been a few minutes and I'm gonna take this big fluffy brush and this translucent Sephora setting powder. Can you see it? And I'm just gonna dab it into the lid a little bit. See, I'm like taking some because there's like a lot in the, you know, that shook out. And I'm just dabbing it and putting it in the lid. And we'll see how it goes. My hope is that it maintains its translucent. So that way you can see the glittery goodness through. As I rub it though, I feel the tackiness of the primer coming through onto the brush, so it's not like an even transfer, but let's try not to bring out my forehead creases all that much. I'm gonna do some on this side too, just to smooth it out somehow. Okay, maybe just around the edge here. It's like maybe a little bit more diffused. To be honest, I don't know if it's doing anything. All right, well then I'm over it. That's no more setting. All right, let's keep this brush to the side because I'd like to wash it. And all right, I think I'm gonna do the candy cane side first because I feel like it'd be easier. I'm gonna use a red and a pink and more of the white Snazaroo face paint. And we'll just see how it goes and where I want to put it. Let's load my brush up with some red. And this is red face paint. This is different than the lipstick that I used for my eyes on the last video. I don't know how I want to go about this. I think I want to do something up here coming down because it's like candy cane. You know how they have like sometimes one dash, sometimes two? And this one should be a full one because I put them too close together. Maybe I should put the mirror here. That was the winning thing earlier. Maybe it's still gonna win for me, especially for this side of my face. That's kind of cool. I kind of like it, and it's like minimalist. I don't know, I wasn't really thinking about it. Let me get the red off this brush because I'm going to use the same one. So I'm going to grab a paper towel and dab off the excess here. I'm going to go in with the matte white, same Snazaroo palette I used on the right side of my face. Just emphasize the whiteness in these parts in the middle. Okay. I think I also want to go in with a pink. This Nazaroo one has a little shimmer to it. It's like a pearlescent pink. I think I'm just gonna put like little shiny, I don't know, asterisks every so often. I should also go in with a little bit of red. Like a tiny dot or two. Just to spruce it up a little bit. Give it some contrast over here. Like, not the best, but for winging it, I feel like okay with it. And maybe I'll just make another little candy cane on my cheek and make it more like how it really goes, like a little cane. Oh, and you know what? That kind of makes me think, like, let me do one over here. So they're candy canes, but they're in the shape of a heart. But it's pretty cute. Let's rinse off the red again. I'm using the same brush for this, so that's why I need the time in between. And then I'll go in with a little white. Ooh, it's very red still. Like a candy cane heart. Cute. All right, let's rinse. And I'll be back because I want to do the side like gingerbread. Okay, so we're back. I'm going to, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna start the gingerbread house. I have a yellow and I have a brown. I don't think, actually, I also have an orange. Let me get the orange out. Because I think I don't want such a dark brown. I want like an orangey, like a, oh my God. So yeah, the Snazaroo things come in these little things, and mine tend to fall out. I don't glue them down or anything. They just, yeah, okay. All right. So, much like I did, if you watched, and if I posted this before, I did a poison ivy look where I'm mixing the two colors together. So, I used a green and a brown at that point to make an olive green. What I want to do is make a warm brown. So I'm going to mix a little brown in with my orange palette to make like a warmer, not such a dark brown like it is right now. So I'm going to load my brush up with some brown. And then I'm going to dip it into here. And I'm going to do that a few times so that there's like equal amounts of brown to what my brush can pick up from the orange. And then I'm going to add some water to the orange so that it diffuses that brown layer on top that I just added. It's doing that pretty nicely, actually. Okay, great. So like without these falling, let me show you again. So this is the darkest brown that I'm using, and this is the poopy brown that I just made. But this poopy brown is the base color of how I'm gonna make the house. So let's see how I wanna do it. I think I want it a little higher up. Like here is a front wall. Thinking back to my architecture days, how if you're gonna make a cube, these are the two front walls. It's like a, what are these things called? A parallelogram. And then the side of the house will go backwards like this. And the verticals always are in line with one another. Because it's face paint, honey, we're not getting into horizon lines. Okay. So those are the walls of my house. And honestly, I think I did it kind of wonky. It doesn't look like right angles to me, so let's clean it up a little bit. Okay, great. And now we want to have a roof. It comes up to like the center of this part. It comes down. And this goes down as well. Whoop. This will be covered with snow. Don't worry about it too much. All right, so that's great. I'm gonna dip more into the brown. Let's see if I can hold these both in my hands without all the paint palettes falling out. And I just want to fill this in. You can see now there's more brown on my brush than orange, so it becomes a darker shade. And it also, you know, it mixes in with the face paint that's already on your face because I didn't let that dry too much. And I'm just gonna do this down here. I'm not gonna fill in the roof because I want that to be white predominantly. Actually, let's fill it in with some of the very light orange. orangey brown. Maybe, you know what? Let me put my mirror over here. So I'm forced to turn my head to see what I'm doing and the camera can get it better. Awesome. Alrighty. So this house needs to dry before I can go in with anything else, like the gumdrops and things I want to put on top of it. You know what? Let me just fix this one swatch because it looks weird. Cool. All right, so while that's doing that, I'm gonna take the green that I have and I'm gonna make little, what I hope are gonna look like pine trees, kind of in the landscape, in the background. So if they're really far away from here, then they should be very, very small. And possibly clumped together. So let's do a few of them down my temple. As Bob Ross would say, let's do a tall one. Happy little tree. Okay. Make sure these look a little clumpy together. And if they don't look like trees, it kind of looks like a wreath. And that's what I'm gonna go for. What did I do with the green? Gosh. Okay, so those are in the way, background, and this will be the foreground. So let's put one right here. We'll make it way bigger. Give it a friend. Can't have like a lonely tree, right? Okay, great. And I think in the front of the house, I might try to make some bushes or whatever over here. Get a lot of green there. Maybe a bush right here. Or some grass. It's gonna peek out through the snow. So I'm also gonna, you know what, I'm gonna let this dry and I'm gonna clean my little water cup so that I don't get any more color into my white palette. That way I can do the snowbanks better. Okay, be right back. All right, I'm back. This side of my face is pretty dry. So let's go in with a little white. And first we'll do the snow around, you know, the areas that aren't the house or anything. Like down here, there's some extra snow going on, like a snowbank. Yeah, let's make sure these trees are piled in. These ones up here as well. They should have a giant snow mountain next to them. So they look like they're hanging off a cliff. Now for this stuff in front of the cabin, the gingerbread house, and also on the greenery here. Just so that you could see the green through it like it snowed. Cool. Now, okay. Now I definitely want snow on this roof, but it is a gingerbread house, so let's make it splotchy as if it's icing. And even though this palette, it dried down, but you could still see that the orange is coming through the yellow. So we'll go over this, we'll let this dry, and then we'll go over with a second coat, so the places that are now yellow are gonna become white. On the, hopefully the second coat. And then let's drag some icicles of icing down. Okay. Cool. I'm also thinking, and I should have done this earlier, but I'm gonna go in with my darker brown and make like a doorway to the house. A little door. Hardly see it. Oh man. I'm also gonna make, because you can hardly see that, I might as well make like windows that are out of this yellow, so it looks like there's, light coming from inside of my gingerbread house. I think there's usually just one right on top. And then there's, let's say, two on this side. Little ones. Oh, I'm trying to go with the contours of my house, but not succeeding on the side of my cheek. Architecture school. Ooh, buddy. Okay. You know what I was just thinking? As I was packing my new like desk organizer thing for my makeup, found this white liquid liner, which I think I used last year, to be honest. So that's nice. Let's go in with that. Let's try to... This is not gonna blend with the face paint. So we could do more diagonal swatches this way, and they're absolutely whiter. They're kind of blending with it too. Oh my gosh. All right, well, what do I know? It all kind of looks yellow. Okay. All right. So, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna champion on. And I'm gonna make some, you know, red and green dots, because red and green gumdrops. Let's try with the red. Do okay. Okay. And now I want to use some green that's not diluted by any brown. Okay. Oh, and I can't see anything. Oh. I'm going to put a green in between each one of these. Okay. It's difficult. you know, and if it's gonna have dots on the front of the roof, it should probably have dots on the back of the roof. Let's get back to some red. All right, so in hindsight, I probably shouldn't have filled in the roof before I tried to put the gumdrops and stuff on top. But whatever, you live and you learn. I think I'm gonna put on some of this red lipstick to finish it out. Let's see how that goes. It's a little messy. Also, this is called Romantic Red. Eve's Ready to Wear Lipstick. I got this in an Ipsy thing, I think it was Ipsy. And I'm gonna use my Snazaroo palette to just clean up the edges here, because it is messy, and I like a little dip to my yeah. Earlier when Mark showed up, he was like, oh, you look so pretty with the red lip. I mean, with the red, with the red eye makeup and everything. And he was like, oh, you should really do lipstick. You know, I think that'd be really good. I don't know why I think that's what he sounds like. He doesn't. But yeah, he was like, you should do a red lipstick. I'm like, oh, no. We're going out. I have to wear a mask, and I'm not putting that on. I'm not putting on red lipstick just to get smooshed up the whole lip of my mask. And I know there's ways to get around that, but I wasn't having it as much. But yeah. So this is it. My holiday look. Let me think. Let me let you know? No. You let me know. Yes. You let me know if you like this, if you'd prefer more stuff like this or more glitter stuff like the eyes earlier, or if you don't care for the face paint at all, or if you think it looks cool. let me know. Yeah. All right. Well, I hope you have a great holiday. Everybody has great holidays. I'll probably be posting sporadically. So, hiccup. Yeah. Hope Hanukkah's great. Kwanzaa, fucking nothing. Whatever you guys are doing, I hope it's fantastic. And I hope you're doing it with great people who love you. So, have a good day. Bye.